Welcome, explorers. Welcome, DA Fish, Wolf Soul. Good to see you guys. Welcome, everybody. You can hear it already. Right? We are going on an adventure. That's how adventure music sounds like. We're gonna check out Greedfall today. Last attempt at fighting my backlog was not really successful. Beyond Divinity had to be cancelled because it was being a dick. I'm sorry, I have to say it just to, find a spot to to deal with it. The game was being an asshole, so I had to cancel it and kick it out. I still like the Divinity series, obviously, but that had to stop. Badger, it seems to me that you just subscribed the other day, didn't you? Thanks for the resub, though. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Let's count. Let's count it.
Best day ever. Party, party,
That means
party.
more awesome
So
streams
much
for you
party,
guys. So
Party, party, party. Party till you drop. Say it again. Yeah.
very good coffee currently. I'm enjoying that very much. So Greedfall. I played this for the character creation, basically. So I have not really any idea what's coming. Just that I know that it's a story-driven adventure RPG. I hope it's good. I hope I like it, but we'll have to see. You might not be able to get. Oh God. Seriously? Come on, that can't be true. Yeah, you could cry while you're laughing. I do that a lot. So we're going to start a new game and see what Greedfall is all about. And hope that Badger gets his boiler fixed soon. I'm going to play on normal difficulty. We'll survive. The Greedfall.
Could you stand a little taller, just a tad?
Like this?
Like this.
Yes.
Oh, he's
The chin a
motivated.
tiny bit lower. Gaze a little more to the right. There. Now, hold the pose.
Hold. Can I move now? You could try both. No, don't try both. Also, how are you doing? Good to have you aboard with us. There are different presets here. And the camera perspective is an interesting one. Oh, he look. Oh God. No, thanks. What's with the with the weird hair? Can you change that? Ah. Okay. You're not the face I want. That's the American cast face. Angular. They're all very angular. Silly looking. People are not chiseled, people are born. Okay, so let's go with Mr. Oh! Holy mustachio. Okay, is there only one long hair option? No, this bit of unruly. And oh, they look all very sad. Is this a sad game? He looks like an adventurer. But the eyes, change the eyebrows to something that looks a bit more dashing. That looks very grim. This. Oh, they all look so sad. I'm gonna start crying in a minute. Okay, so the hair, that's not the game's strong suit, is it? So let's not focus on that too much. Some eye color. Alright. That's Desarde, our adventurer. Next step. Startling skills. Magic, technical, warrior. Ooh. Can't remember that. Well, warrior is boring. I don't discriminate against warriors, but I personally find them not very exciting. Oh right, you're on your day off. Oh, 9 days off. That's good. Do book the laundry. That's important. Traps. I always go for the rogue. Let's go for magic. Their recommended attributes and talents. And we've got startling skills. Ooh. Okay. Right, they talked about mental power and willpower? Yeah, mental and will for the mage. Increases your maximum shenanigans. Remaining 0.0. What? That? So I could decide whether to boost this or this. Do I want to start with more magical damage and fury generation to wear the best rings? Or do I want more mana points and spell duration to wear the best amulets and necklaces? I'll go for more mana so I can spam my skills more often. Cool. Only 7 days off. Well, that sounds good. I want 7 days off. But if I choose to play Greedfall for the next 7 days, I would probably stream it. Yeah, like I said, I'm not against warriors. Just 10 minutes later, I start complaining about how complex and hard to understand magic is. Just wait for it. Science. Vigor. Craftsmanship. Intuition. Potions. Charisma. Are we a babbling mage? We could be. Craft. Gathering sites. Looting. Oh, I'm a very intuitive mage. Start the game. Cool. That's an interesting character creation. Bit mysterious. Go.
Just a few more minutes. You have such an incredibly singular face.
Yes.
That's a compliment, my lord, out of my mouth.
Is it?
Your particularity gives you character.
You're still here?
We've nearly finished. Have you any more need of me, Master?
You haven't forgotten that we're setting sail today, have you?
Of course not.
Your cousin is nowhere to be found. I've searched the palace from cellars to attics. Your uncle is beside himself.
He was of a mind to paint the town last night. Don't worry, I shall track him down. Make care to your own preparations without wrinkling another frown. We'll meet you on the boat.
Huh?
It's about time your cousin took account of the responsibilities awaiting him. He should go and inform the ambassadors of Telemi and the Bridge Alliance of his departure.
Have no fear, Master. I will go and see them in his name.
The fancy words they use. I'm flabbergasted.
I beg your pardon, but urgent matters call me away. Might we finish all this later?
Impossible, my lord. You are leaving with the tide, if what I've been told is correct.
I am sorry, sir. Truly, I must be going.
My lord, please, I beg you. Her Highness has personally requested I finish this.
Thank you, cousin, for getting me out of that.
Hey, sit, welcome. Oh. You have indeed. They are all a bit dirty though. Pearl dirt. Okay, so the compass at the top is partially visible. You can see the things. That's all right. You can suffer through that. In the center, it indicates important places and side quests. All right. Okay. Ah. Fancy clothing. Look at that. Hat. Why don't I have a tricorn? Who do I have to punch to get a tricorn? Okay, let's see. We've got a journal. The Great Departure. Go and say goodbye to your mother. Okay. Mission, side quest, quest. Okay, that's... Ooh, that's a pretty map. Serene Harbor. Oh, I like the map. Look at this. The island of Tir Freddy. With the San Matthias, the Hikmat, and the New Serene factions, I would say. Or towns. They've got crests, definitely. New Serene is here. That's where we're currently located. And this is the zoomed in version. Sea creatures with horns on them. De Conseil Fissi. N'est-ce pas? And also the city of merchant congregation. And boat rowers. And bridges over rivers. Okay. Ooh. So that's a cool looking world map. Look at that hat. That's what I meant. Yeah, right. Eve of departure. Let's do a quick portrait. My lord. The Mr. de Sade. Mr. Is that us? Mr. Sade. Part of the merchant congregation. Brought up at the court of the Prince d'Orsay and with his son Constantine, you have benefited from the best tutors and masters of arms. As skilled in combat as in games of the mind, you have also shown early aptitudes for light magic. There you go. Your cousin has been more calm and thoughtful than ever, and you have always tried to protect him from the annoyances he has the power to attract, which has earned you the respect of your uncle and probably the appointment as legate. In other words, the senior diplomat on the island of Tir Freddy, which we just saw on the map. It is with a heavy heart that you will have to leave behind your mother, suffering from the Malachor and close to death. Whoops. Suddenly. But the opportunity that is offered to you away from the deadly atmosphere of Serene to accompany your cousin and to discover new shores is not one that can be refused. I would agree wholeheartedly. Wouldn't I? Mr. de Courcillon. Why does it say Mr. and Mr.? Shouldn't it say Monsieur or something? Le Chevalier. You have known de Courcillon for years. This very cultivated man has taught you and your cousin Constantine history, the workings of politics, and the subtleties of diplomacy. You do not know if your uncle has sent him to you in the hope that he will keep an eye on you, or if he wanted to come himself, driven by the affection he has for you and his ever-lingering curiosity. Ah, okay. After all, you've been hearing for years about this fascinating island, and the mysteries it contains, which he hopes to shed some light on. Speedruns were invented when Mr. Polaroid had to paint a guy on the day he had to leave on a boat. Probably. This article is a stub. Please feel free to help. On the continent of Jakan. I'm pronouncing this wildly wrong. I don't care. Serene is the biggest city of the merchant congregation and one of the most important ports on the continent. It is a very old city that sea trade has long made rich, but it is also the ultimate diplomatic city, thanks to the neutrality of the congregation. Brackets, of merchants. You can find everything you can imagine here. People from all over the world come together and its markets are full of the most exotic goods. For over a century, Serene splendor radiated, attracting the best artists and philosophers, slow artists, mind you, of the time, despite the appearance of the Malachor. But since a little over 20 years, the deterioration of the congregation's relations, that's going to be rap, with the Nauts, with the whats? With the Nauts, and an aggravated epidemic have drastically reduced its prestige and population. Today, Serene is a city that is barely survives by clinging desperately to its past splendor. Oh, that's a bit of a probable explanation for what's going on. Creatures. Oh, a guide. Combat basics. I will learn about that later, I guess. Cool. So far, so good. There's a help button everywhere to explain stuff. Minimap. With a legend that you can disable. The user interface, as far as the information getting goes, is really nice. I've got a bag, I've got equipment slots. There's color-coded equipment. I guess my quality buff 20 or 25 is green. Or maybe everything magical is green. We'll find out about that. Yeah, choose one of the 10 weapon armor slots. Select the equipment you wish to use and confirm. Use the arrow keys. Ah, okay, so it's built for controller. But so far it's been good with the mouse and keyboard. We shall see if that... Money, cash, wait. Equipment shenanigans. Ooh. Yeah. If you played any of the Spiders games, this will be familiar at least. A bit. Traps. Divine Magic Ring. Allows the use of Divine Magic Rings. Basic attack Shadow Missile. Ooh, nice. One-handed blades. So you see the starting classes here. Warrior Tech and Mage. But you can branch out. You can do whatever the hell you want. Shadow Burst. It would be nice if this would, if I pointed it, would indicate if it needs this or if this just unlocks it. Ravenous Shadows. Stasis. Completely immobilizes the enemy for the duration of the effect. Cool. Useful to temporarily neutralize a strong opponent and give you time to eliminate the others and their friends. So then we have the attributes which we saw in the beginning of the game. I picked Willpower. Oh. Reset skills is possible with the magic memory crystal. Ah, that's good to know, so I can experiment a bit. Lurk, unlurk. Oh, I'm not sure. Maybe the what's it called? The bot is dead. No, it just stopped working. You can't unsub. You have to stay here forever. Yeah, the bot is dead. Long live the bot. I'm gonna revive him. You can hear a faint heartbeat. And it's alive, I think. Wait, now it is. It's alive. Enjoy the lurk. Thanks for waiting. Enjoy the lurk. I appreciate it, Sid. Oh yeah, there is a boost challenge going on. We can land on the front page, maybe. Half done. Perfect. You guys are awesome. So, we can reset those. That's good to know because I do like experimenting sometimes. We've got attributes and talents. I started with intuition, which gives me blue. And dare I say a lot of. It also is interesting to see that some of these, obviously charisma does give you dialogue options in a game like this, but also intuition, which is kind of cool. I like this. Okay, that's going to be super interesting to check out. And then we've got the character overview with the level XP, life magic, regeneration value, the skills. Gives you like a focus overview. Relationship level, suspicious. The bridge alliance, Theleme. Thelem. Thelem. Not Theleme. Thelem. They pronounce it differently. I'm going to pronounce it like the game does. Coin Guard, the Nauts, and the Natives. So the Nauts have trouble with us. That I know. The others I don't know. Magic damage. Stun, Fury Generation, Defense. There's an attribute that's called Balance. Cool. Elemental Resistance, Poison, Magical, and Armor. Healing, Loot Chance, Magic Regeneration. The other weapon slot, okay, is a hammer. So you see what kind of damage it is, its stats, and the source. That's good. Yeah, right, good. I can deal with that. So, what's going on here? There's red stuff flying through. Oh, that's a two-hander. Zweihander. Cool. I like the armor. Right, mother.
Hey! Green blood!
Kurt.
Who's Kurt?
And so the day has finally come. My royal fledglings are leaving the nest.
Accompanied by their most loyal and tenacious master of arms.
As loyal as your gold.
Oh, enough with the cold mercenary. I know you like us. Still hiding your men in the unsuspecting shadows of the greats of this world, I see.
Hey, our blades are the only thing keeping you dainties alive.
Kurt, I'm not in need of your protection. I'm no longer a child, you know.
Is that so? Well, let's see. Fight with honor!
But you've got a big sword. Also, what the hell? Yeah. And there's a mod for that. Deviant Fish. There's a mod that removes all the camera shenanigans. Or some of them. You want to know? I found it before I give me a sec. I'm gonna pull it out of the hat. I'm relatively certain that I already installed it, but maybe I just downloaded it. Thank you for the host. Oh, let's see. I have had it in my hands not that long ago. Sorry, I can't find it currently. I have it somewhere. I'm gonna link it in the Discord as soon as I come upon it again. It is something that can remove all the camera shake, all the ultracam stuff, and yeah, hopefully you can find it. It was really something that looked good, and I'm not sure if I put it in the game or not. But maybe if you disable camera effects, you also have something of a win-win situation. Mikeas, good evening. Welcome to the tutorial. Let me know if it's too loud. Oh, punch you in the face. Defend. The tactical pause will pause the game and allow you to choose your next action at your leisure. You will be able to access your spell skills, potions to use directly or assigned to a shortcut. Music during combat, you can also learn about enemies. Cool. So, that's nice. We've got a magic parry. I do like this. Display details. Display details. Shadow missile. What would be... Oh, you can get a mouse over damage stat comparison. A furious magic attack. We can probably do that with rage. Oh, too slow. Okay, I can lock onto him. Oops. Heal yourself. To assign a potion to shortcut, use space. Potion. Did that work? Yeah, that worked. Cool. Okay, easy enough. Hotkey. Alright. Prove to Kurt that you can fight. Oh, that didn't stop him. What's my dodge? It looks a bit like my dodge is not set. Left shift. It wouldn't show that. But it works.
What a green blood. Me who thought myself a competent weapons master.
It's becoming a little hard to believe.
Don't add insult to injury. This is humiliating enough. We'll need to get you through the basics, or you risk getting your feathers plucked at the first sign of trouble.
That could definitely come in handy.
In that case, Otto here is going to be your training partner. Go! Fight with honor!
Stop shouting! So the camera perspective is a tad odd. It's a bit too wobbly, so I'm going to go down one step here. But I wanted to decrease the subtitle size because it's way too large. I can't hide from those subtitles. They are that big. They should still be very readable. You can use shadow and light magic. The stasis spell allows you to freeze. This okay. So yeah, dodge is not shown here. That's a bit weird. Where's Otto? Q. All right, I'm gonna put it on 4. Or we could put it on 1. Let's put it on 1. Right? That's not Otto, that's 2. Knockdown. Ooh. There's another one. Use the shortcut assigned. What I did. There you go. Yeah. Okay, that's fancy. But bam. I won. Did I? There's a bit of a weird combat tutorial, but I'm gonna take it as it is. The physical armor level is shown with the shields on the health bar. Yes, I saw those. Armor absorbs part of the physical damage. To break an enemy's armor, you can use impact weapons or certain traps. Magic attacks ignore armor. Welcome back, also. Yeah, we'll get warm. Do it, do it. Shadow impact. Okay. Oh. Hard-coded Horizon Zero Dawn dodge on mouse 4. Ow. Oh yeah, right, I can block on the right button. Okay. Fury is the state that allows you to use special attacks that inflict bonus damage and make enemies lose their balance. A segmented meter up top. And Q unleashes it. Okay. There's an effect on my character, yellow things.
It appears we've brushed up on the basics.
It does, and I'd like to be on my way. I've quite the list of things to do before we depart.
Indeed. Remember that you can always train in our barracks on the island if you're feeling rusty.
Are your bags packed for the great departure?
Yes, you know I get by with very little. You're not angry that I'm coming with you, I hope.
Should I? Oh, that text is appearing all over the place. Show him how happy you are that he's coming along, or complain about being shadowed by a bodyguard. I think he's a bit of an asshole, but he tries to be nice, I guess. Yeah, I don't care too much about lip sync, I think.
On the contrary, I'm thrilled that both you and Sir de Corsillon are joining our party. A few friends at your side in unknown territory is a boon.
Yeah,
so the
it's
old
okay.
goat is coming too. And there I was thinking I would die of boredom on the trip. By the way, where is our future governor hiding? I was hoping to put his skills to the test as well.
I have no idea. He had plans to celebrate his departure last night, and we haven't seen him since. You know Constantine. I should have gone with him, but my heart wasn't in the mood for celebration. The thought of bidding my mother farewell.
It is never easy to say goodbye. But you should be going to see her now. She must be waiting for you. I'll meet you in front of the palace. Then we'll go and find Constantine together.
Very well. I'll meet you as soon as I've said my goodbyes.
Stop crossing your arms like that. It's very rude. Okay, so that was the combat tutorial. Sort of. Hey, Dirty, welcome. Welcome. Okay, also, very important button, quick save. Let's have a look. Shortcuts, quick save is F5, okay. Sheath, fighting style. Club, magic. Ah! Okay, and then that's sheath. Sheathing the things. And then stealth. Okay. Yeah, alright. Alright. I think I just have to get Horizon Zero Dawn's controls out of my brain and then we're good. That's a plague doctor, right? And they have a plague here, don't they?
What is this? Have you not been taught to knock? I've asked 1,000 times. Oh, it's you, my dear child.
Whoops.
I'm sorry. I'm having trouble getting used to your condition.
Come now, let's speak of more pleasant things. I'm so very happy to hear your voice. You remind me so much of your father. I do miss him so. Today is the big day, isn't it? Ready to set sail for that island everyone's talking about.
Yes, but the idea of leaving you behind, alone and ill...
Dying, my child. Alas, there is nothing you can do by staying that would ease my suffering. One thing brings me cheer. They say the island is full of miracles, and we might find a cure.
Even if I were to find it, I would never be able to return in time to...
I know. But it brings me comfort to know my son has left on a mission to heal his people. Come now. It is time for you to take leave. Here, take this with you.
What is it?
A family heirloom. Something that... Take it and keep it with you. May it bring you good luck. All my blessings go with you, my child.
Oof.
Now, be off.
It's not pretty, is it? That plague of theirs. Dear. I got a fancy hat after all. I wanted a tricorn, but I guess this alright. So, quick save. You can run faster using left shift, or go more slowly by pressing that other button that's not set. Okay. What's with all the buttons not being set? And it's not here. I can't mean stealth. I mean, I go slowly like this, but... Okay, so I'm not allowed as a mouse and keyboard player, I'm not allowed to go slowly. Ooh, that's magic. Sheath your weapons. Ooh. Okay. That's a dark city, alright. That from fire. The lighting is doing a bit of a funny thing. So I need to investigate that mod if I have it installed or not. But yeah, I'll survive it. Congrats on the new PC, Dirty Brazilian. It's fast. That's good. I hope it's also fun to use. Meet Kurt. Oh, okay. There's a question mark or two. There he is. Dude.
Kurt? It's done.
Sorry, Greenblood. Look, we can see the masts of the ship that'll be taking us. This is one sacred adventure we're embarking on.
I hope this island will keep its promises.
In order to know that, we'll need to find Constantine first.
You're right. Maybe he's already at the port. He was so eager to leave.
This will be quite the chore to finish before our departure. The commander wants to recover some merchandise from our supplier, but the transporter doesn't want to deliver. I did all I could to persuade. Nothing came of it. All the parliamenting fatigues me. But this is your domain. I wouldn't say no to a little help.
Of course. Where is the supplier?
In the lower boroughs, near the port.
Right then. We'll put it on our list of visits.
Near the port. Team setup. You just obtained a secondary quest. You can follow the details of your quest by reading your quest
Where would
log.
you like to begin?
I've been asked to pay visits to the ambassadors of Thélème and the Bridge Alliance before our departure. Their dwellings are not far from here. We could go there first.
Very well. Do you think Constantine will be waiting for us next to the ship?
I don't know, but it's certainly worthy of inspection.
Okay, I can press the middle mouse button to follow the quest. I can speak to Kurt. Kurt is probably following me because he's on my team. He's on my team. Okay, and this is this and this is that, and this is where we find the quests. Kurt. You've known Kurt for many years when he became yours and your cousin's, and Constantine's weapons master. His childhood was tough, and he had a lot of things thrown at his face, apparently. and he had a weapon in his hand as soon as he was old enough to hold one. Although he has obviously suffered from it, he does not seem bitter, just a little cynical, and he shows you and your cousin an almost brotherly, protective affection. That's what he meant by it. The princess, the Sardes, my mom, sister of the prince. He has always shown you a lot of tenderness, which is not common among the congregation nobility. She unfortunately came down with the Malika some time ago and has been living in isolation since then. The suffering and appearance preventing her from maintaining her role at court. Although she may be very sorry to see you leave Serene and be far from her, she prefers her only child to visit more welcoming shores and seek a cure for her people rather than stay by her side waiting for her death. Okay. Quest. Side quest. Coin guard merchandise. Negotiate with the vendor. Follow this quest. Right, now it should be highlighted on the compass as a round symbol. Yes, okay, that worked. So that's down there somewhere. Well, they did capture the city on the brink of losing everything it once had. They did capture that nicely. Enjoy the lurk, deviate fish. Thank you so much for lurking. Have a look around. Yeah. More relatable than high fantasy stuff. That's right. Ah, you lied a little. Look at Deviate Fish, the liar, who does not tell us the truth about all the pizza. But yeah, I agree. It's oh, you look like shady figures. Oh, and they are.
And death to the others!
Who are they? Oh. Yeah, buttons are all over the place. No, that's not gonna...
Running out of energy. Make a potion.
Make a potion? I'll use a hammer. See? As soon as the training's over, I get a grip on the controls here. So they were bad people, apparently. I'll take everything. Oh, okay, so robbers, looters, and bad people are about. This is not the vendor's place, apparently. Let's see. I took what you call a wrong turn. But I should be able... go through here. Quite fascinating how this game looks. It's very different from other games. Alternative directions. The pizza shall arrive. We are rather confident about that. They were the Backstreet Boys, but you know, they did lack in quality, so they had to be removed. A lame citizen.
Sire, I'm sorry. I'm afraid that I won't make for good company.
Why you have so much food? Sorry, excuse me. Coming through. That's a tavern here, right? Oh, the merchant is downstairs or on the other side of the okay. I need to cross that bridge. Loot! I mean, other people's belonging that I'm going to shamelessly take. Sats and alchemical mix alchemical mix, sorry, of magic damage which explodes when an enemy comes close. Ah, it's a trap. Wow. An old embroidered doublet. Double it. Take everything. So, this is our first encounter with an upgraded piece of armor. And I can't find the inventory button. Here. So I click on it, and then I get a list. There's a crafting option, there's a quality indicator, and weight. And it looks different. Isn't that fancy? Double click equips. Advanced view. Gives you more stats. Sort differently. Ah, okay, yeah, they are not lying about that. You can equip the other characters in the team as well. Aha. Avoiding pizza? Why would you do such a thing? Pizza is for eating, not for avoiding. Okay, so my traveling suit, I could drop it, but I'm gonna try to sell it, as crappy as it looks. Fancy. And also, okay, so if I go back here and press pause, that's where I can set all the buttons. Light. Yeah. Basis is on 1. Well, dodge does need to be on a button. We have it on a button already. And light and protection. Ooh. Okay. Quick save. So we need to cross the bridge across. Cross the bridge across to use the bridge to cross the river. Aha! Port quarter first and then Alliance Embassy. Damn. See, I can't really put my finger on it, but there are a lot of things that this game does differently compared to other games. It's a rather recent release, and it looks so different. Fine.
The merchant is there.
Thanks, Kurt. I need to tweak the audio setup a bit. Dialogue is maximum, so I'm going to increase this once. This goes down 1, and this goes down 1. Okay. Because I want the dialogue to be the loudest by far. And it sounds like the effects need to go down 1 more. Dodge the plate. You're half Italian, you gotta dodge a pizza or 2. Plague dodging and pizza dodging. Both. It's important. Nice. Okay. The merchant. Oi, we want to haggle.
Good day, good sir. How might I be of service?
You
You're
can
sick,
start
dude.
by explaining to me why you refused to honor the orders agreed upon with the guard.
There's been a misunderstanding, sir. Of course we're ready to honor the orders. In fact, I've already had a word with your master-at-arms.
They're asking that we pay again, despite having already paid.
It's just that the price has gone up since. I've nothing to do with it.
This is inadmissible. If you agree on a sum, you need to honor that agreement.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm just an agent. And I'm only obeying orders.
The price went up, you see. I'm gonna punch you in your face. So, ask for more instructions. No.
Why don't we go and solicit other suppliers, Kurt?
When we've already paid for the merchandise? If these thieves agreed to reimburse the original payment, it's what we'd do immediately. And do know, in the future, we won't be shopping with them. Well, I should think not.
This is not really 100% clear. You know, you're gonna go out on a hunch what the character's gonna say. That can be good, but it can also be having unintended consequences, I guess.
Your master has apparently asked you to demand a second payment for this merchandise.
That's right. He told me that their attendant seemed to be hiding something when he passed the order. And so he must have thought the guard would end up paying in the end, whatever he asked for.
I'll be damned. And I'm the one they've sent to settle the affair.
Sorry, Captain, it's nothing personal. I'm only following orders.
Following orders. Yeah, we hear you. Makes one wonder which one of the two of us is a coin guard.
This whole story sounds suspicious and stinks of a scandal. You're
does.
demanding a second payment but refuse to reimburse the one that was already made.
I'm not the one demanding nor refusing. It's my master.
This stubborn fool is pushing me to madness. You understand now why I'm asking for your help?
Okay. Okay. So that changes after exchanging information. You get, depending on what skills you have, you get options. Ah, this is kind of cool. I could bribe him. I could threaten him with a prison sentence. There's a 50% chance to win. Well, let's try prison.
I don't think you understand who you're dealing with. Perhaps I've failed to present myself properly. Lord de Sardet, nephew of the Prince d'Orsay and legate of the Congregation of Merchants. During our conversation, you explained to me that your master forced you to commit a crime. That's regrettable, especially as you will be considered his accomplice in extortion, theft. You know as well as I that the congregation does not tolerate such illegal activities.
But I'm only obeying orders.
That is a shame. Well, as orders are the only language you seem to understand, I order you to return the guard the merchandise, without delay. Unless you'd rather your master is hung and that you finish your days in prison.
As you request, my lord. I shall go immediately and ask that these crates be delivered to the attendant.
Now that's a wise decision.
Thank you. I was beginning to think this would never end. You're certainly honoring your new title. Bravo! The quartermaster must be expecting us.
Okay, so the coin guard quartermaster does think better of me now since I convinced the guy to not get into prison and or killed. Convinced by using my position because I'm nobility, right? And he was being an asshole. I find it interesting that I didn't get the option to tell him who's your master, and then I'm gonna go and punch his master in the face. I didn't do that. I didn't even have the option, I think. And you know, that's what I expected. To to save him and be the hero type. But maybe we're not the hero type. Maybe we're just nobility and we want things done. And otherwise, you know, we step on him. Like something. I also successfully used charisma, which was indicated at the right part of the screen. I think a bit above the chat. So keep an eye on that if that's interesting for you. That's where the successful skill reports come in. We have some experience gained already, and I'm not regenerating any health currently because I'm not that magical. And yeah. Stop wobbling. Can I still deal with him now?
Don't you worry now. You'll get your merchandise.
Okay, he's not that kind of merchant. So let's see. Where's this coin guard barracks? So straight ahead. Yeah. Okay. Oh.
And death to the others!
Oh, too late.
get dicey.
Oh.
You're running out of energy. Drink a potion.
No. Kurt is backseating my game. Come here, you.
Careful, Greenblood. You're wounded.
Oops. Kurt to the rescue. Okay. Yeah, I am wounded. That's correct. Huh. Get the paddle. Yeah, I don't really understand the whole paddle thing. But yeah, they get at least the paddle. Probably more. Let's see. I've got 4 health potions. Ingredient used in science. Science. I was kind of looking for food. Mother's present. The quest item. No, yes, it is. I can't. Interesting. I can't use a health pot from the inventory. It's a full heal. Ooh, nice. Good thing I waited this long. Did that save work? Yeah, okay. Right, what was I looking at? Here. I can climb over this. There's bird shit on it.
Come on. Citizens of Serene, come.
Okay, quick bathroom break, and then we'll continue with the quest for more reputation.
I bleed. We're brothers of the creed.
Zeros and ones I bleed. We're brothers of the creed. Zeros and ones I bleed.
And welcome back. Let's continue. There's a peddler of magic stuff in front of us.
Come closer now, good people. Don't be afraid. Come.
Oh, science.
The miracle
I found the signs of coffee.
You won't believe your eyes. This
The
discovery
last sip
will
of
give
that.
you faith in existence.
What? Shut up. So he's probably selling, you know.
Citizens of Serene, come to me. You won't regret this miraculous opportunity.
A cure
Your
for the
time is
plague.
precious in these dark hours.
There are so many dead in the streets here.
Are your boots worn through? Is your hat out of style?
No,
Does
thank
your
you.
vest belong to last year's fashion?
It belongs to some other person, thank you.
Welcome. It's such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen anything to your liking? What might I help you with?
I've never seen you before. Let's sell our old garment. A used felt hat, no. A traveling suit. I get 7 money cash for it. Okay. Back.
Thank you for your
Oh,
visit.
I wanted
See
to
you
switch to buying.
Welcome. It's such a
Yeah,
pleasure to see
probably.
you
Snake
again.
oil.
Have you seen anything to your liking? What might I help you with?
Let's see. Buy. Sale, purchase. Ah, this is where I say change. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So he can sell me a musket. Oh. But it's expensive. I only got 22 money cash. I can't spend it all on a small musket. So this has no crafting slots. This has 2 different ones. Requirement skill, long blade. One-handed blade. Ah. Alright. Ingredients. Quest items. Metal dowels. An explorer's hat. A tricorn, yeah. Okay, so there's plenty of shopping to be done. Oh, a cloak. We need a cloak very soon. Okay. Well, I got rid of my old thing. That was important. Now we're going to report in with the coin guards. Oh, that's an entrance. Pushing open the door like that. There's the quartermaster.
Sir Desade, I presume. It is an honor to make your acquaintance. Captain, you set sail soon. Have you seen to our little business?
Yes, we were finally able to recover your merchandise.
Excellent news. I'm afraid, though, that your mission isn't completely finished, Kurt.
Blast me, I'm a captain, not an errand boy.
The commander was quite explicit.
Very well. What do I need to do?
The merchandise that you obtained needs to be sent to Tier 4D as soon as possible. But the Port Authority formalities for shipping take an eternity to wade through. And we've already lost quite a bit of time with this dishonest merchant.
Are you blatantly asking us to smuggle this merchandise and contraband?
I would never ask you to do such a thing, Your Excellency.
Ah, but you don't mind asking that of Kurt?
Well, now, if he finds an alternative solution that is less, illegal, that would be fine. The method matters not. But this cargo must reach the Isle on the next ship.
Marvelous.
Well then, I await your return with utmost impatience. I'm certain you shall do what's required.
Okay, interesting. I like how dialogues work in this game. Yeah, full stop. I do like that. So that's a bit of a problem there. Can't do illegal stuff, or can we? We need to be smart about it. And also, since it just came up in chat, tomorrow we're going to look at full motion video games. I'm going to have 6 or 7 games, maybe 8 even prepared. And it's going to be good fun. A nice mix of different styles of full motion games. Some old, some new. Mostly fun. Okay, so find a way to move the cargo to Tier 3D. Yes, but we also have to notify the Bridge Alliance ambassador. Follow this quest. Well, we can start with him. Captain Vasco can help us move the cargo, alright? Oh, you can zoom in. Crafting. Ah, we will check that out later. Gonna cross down here. Alright, there's another. So, let's review. Where did I find that earlier? Was it on the map? No. I thought I had information on the different... here. Kurt is suspicious of me. That's rude of him. I'm just a nice person. Trying to survive. Okay, let's talk to them then. Hi, Mr. Alchemist.
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade. I have been told that you were named Legate. Congratulations. Those are great responsibilities for someone as young as yourself. But you will bring honor upon your family and the congregation. Of that I'm certain.
I thank you, Excellency. I've come here to inform you of our departure for Tier 3D. My cousin Constantine is about to take up office as Governor of New Serene, and I'm accompanying him.
I had no idea you would be leaving so quickly. What a shame. I had thought... Well, then, that is a pity. Have a pleasant voyage. A brilliant future awaits you. They say that it is a marvelous island. Please convey to your cousin my congratulations and sincere wishes for success.
You seem slightly hesitant. Please, tell me what troubles you.
A rather unscrupulous individual has been sowing trouble in Serene. A charlatan passing himself off as an alchemist.
Yeah, we saw him.
Do people actually give credence to these lies?
Alas, yes. They snatch up his celebrated panacea. Remedies worse than the ill, believe me. As you can well imagine, alchemists are our pride. This vulgar trickster casts dirt upon their reputation and our own at the same time. In any city of the Bridge Alliance, we would have arrested him. But here, we respect your laws.
I shall see what I can do, but make no promises. My departure is imminent.
I thank you, Excellency. And I am pleased to see you have taken so well to your new functions of diplomacy. The man operates in the city center. He is said to be clever and mean. Be careful.
Okay.
And what of your war with Thélème?
It has been dragging on. In fact, it has been dragging on for years. It is madness. If those bigots hadn't gotten it in their heads to convert the entire continent, we wouldn't be in this situation. But that's the way of the world. We shall not waver, whether here or on Tier 3D.
Have you been fighting battles there as well?
From what I've been told, Thélème has wisely and tastefully built their colony far from our city. Direct conflicts are in fact quite rare. but one day they will inevitably take place.
Huh. And,
Would you be so kind as to tell me what you know about the Bridge Alliance?
With pleasure. A legate needs to know the history and strengths of his allies. The alliance was sealed by several nations of the Bridge around 200 years ago. The greatest of our cities, Al-Saad, became the capital, and a council formed from the different nations now rules. This union was originally put into place to better resist the appetites for conquering our neighbors. But our ancestors quickly realized that the union had also strengthened us economically and culturally. And of course, exchanges in knowledge were strongly encouraged from the outset. Today, it is by no means an overstatement to claim that the Bridge Alliance leads our world in science and exploration. Each day, we push the limits of our understanding further in each and every domain.
even necromancy. Maybe. We don't know that.
The Bridge Alliance has been on Teer-Fradee for much longer than we have. What can you tell me?
It is true that we founded Hikmet, our newest city, around 15 years ago now. Alas, I haven't been able to go there myself. I can only tell you what others have reported to me. It is a luxurious island. An enormous dead volcano thrones in its center. The vegetation is extremely varied, and the fauna wondrous. We discovered animals that we had never ever seen before. Some are bigger than houses. But they're not the only occupants of the island. A savage and crude people also live there, who speak an incomprehensible language. But you shall discover all of this for yourself soon enough.
Could you give me your understanding of the relations between the congregation and the bridge?
Our relations hang essentially on the quality of our trade and commerce. The exchanges are very profitable, especially on the cultural front. I will not hide from you that we have hoped you would join our number for quite some time. But your princes insist on maintaining a neutral stance between the congregation and the other nations on the continent. It is by all means a respectable position, even if it means you also trade with our enemies.
Look at that.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lord de Sade.
That was most enlightening. Okay. So they are the science and trades people. We are the merchants congregation. And then there's the Theleme Church of we want to convert everybody. Shall we take care of the charlatan maybe, huh? Oh, that's a big fire. Go around it. Plague victims, all of them. Let's have a look around.
Good people, don't be afraid. Come,
There he is.
celebrate them. Citizens, I present to you Panacea, the absolute cure of everything. Toothache, stomach ailment, and even an open wound. This potion heals all of that. And more still, this little phial is the product of years of research and intensive labor. I hear you asking if this remedy can heal one from the Malicor. Alas, not yet. But your question is legitimate. I am so close to finding the cure. But the Malicor isn't the only ailment causing you to suffer. Not true? Then don't miss out on this chance and give yourself a healthy and energized life. Rejoice! A phial only costs a few coins, and well worth it to make your life shiny and new again!
Does it really heal everything, your potion?
Everything! Absolutely everything! Except the Malachor, of course. That being said, it is known that those in top health resist the Malachor best of all. Then don't throw away this chance. Think of all the pains that this potion could help you avoid.
You are right! It's a deal! I'm gonna take 2!
There's a man that knows a good deal when he sees one. Hurry now! There won't be enough for everyone.
There he is. He's our man, no doubt.
Oh boy.
His speech is well polished. I even feel like buying some.
And if we had a word with him, I wonder if he'll serve us the same routine.
Hey, let's have a word with him.
Ah, you're finally tempted.
In all honesty, I haven't made up my mind yet. I want to be certain that I'm not dealing with a charlatan.
In this day and age, I can't blame you. What might I do to convince you?
Are there any nasty side effects with this remedy of yours?
There are none. You will feel nothing but an intense sense of...
You will feel nothing. Okay.
Will you drink one of your potions to prove your good faith?
Of course. I take a little sip every morning. But as I'm in perfect health, you won't be able to verify the improvement in my condition. But if it helps you make up your mind, give me just a moment. There now. As you see, I am still in excellent condition.
Come on now, I saw you take that vial out of your pocket. Nothing proves that it's the same potion that you sell to your clients.
As a man of science, I consider skepticism a remarkable quality. But in your case, it is not skepticism, but blindness.
We need to steal one of these potions and force him to drink it.
Brilliant idea, Kurt. Let's take a look at his cart.
Kurt is a brilliant idiot. Oh, that's his card, isn't it? You have to steal it and then force him to drink it. There's a dead bird in front. That's a good sign, isn't it?
To my help!
Oh.
And death to the others! Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Oh, too late. Alright. So that is a good start. Bandit hat. Some gold. An alchemical research book. These pages are covered in small, almost illegible handwriting, experiment results, patient observations, and incomprehensible symbols. But the complexity of some recipes leaves no room for doubt. The author was a true alchemist and was certainly very knowledgeable. Very knowledgeable. The charlatan's antidote. Right. Yeah! Drink your own stuff. Soft boots. Comfortable. Old. More quality. More elemental resistance, but less armor and balance. No. Less armor. But just once. One armor point I'm sacrificing for a bit of elemental resistance. Good, I think. So we've got the charlatan's antidote. It's supposed to be a panacea curing all evils except the Malachor. Well, we shall find out. What's this? A letter from the innkeeper to the servant. Louise, the weird alchemist of the Alliance who rented a room upstairs, specifically asked us not to clean it during his stay. This old fool must not want us to accidentally break his vials or something. So leave him in his filth. The customer's always right. So, there's
Greenblood, do you need something?
Greenblood. That's not
I
the
must
time.
leave you.
I must leave you forever. There's not the time to There are dead animals everywhere. No time to talk about him being lonely now. Health potion and ammo. Okay. So I'd like to investigate that room of his. Right, let's see. Let's unmask the charlatan. I'm looking for the thing I just read. You know that letter? I'm pretty sure I picked it up. Right, but where is it? There's a codex. Ah, here. Notes. Okay. How did I not see that? The innkeeper. What inn would that be? Maybe this one. Joffrey.
Good day, tavern keeper.
Good day to you. What is your pleasure?
How is business going these days?
It's picking up. We've not seen many new customers, but of late things are looking better. The Malicor and the neighbouring wars have dampened commerce. The epidemic still rages, but the possibility of finding a cure on that island has given people something to hope for. Now that we have a city there, quite a few seafarers come by to spend their wages.
Okay, so
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
I don't see Louise here. Are you Louise? No. That is a passerby, which is a very fancy and nice word for NPC. This then. That looks comfy. No time to romance the current person. Yeah. So random coins on the table. That's a bit weird. Oh, this is the crafting thingy. Craftsmanship allows you to upgrade your weapons and armor. Science allows you to create potions and traps. You need knowledge and materials. You spend talent points and then you equip the stuff and shenanigans. Our companions give you a bonus sometimes. Each talent point will unlock new recipes. Okay. Price. Ah, okay. So buying and selling stuff has a fixed price. Upgrade. Okay, so this I would unlock with craft level 1. I could add spolders to them. Ah, the detail is quite cool. You know that you see every little bit of crafting on your equipment. Not bad. Flask pouch. Huh. I see. So that's for later when we actually can craft. I'm not sure if I will get there. I mean, I've got skill points to spend for other things. That would be here. Science and craftsmanship. If anything, I guess as a magic user, I will go for potions first. Be able to craft magic potions. Okay, so let's just follow the quest marker and talk to the charlatan again. I kind of want to check out which inn that is where they talked about him.
Have you finally made up your mind?
I happen to have a vial of your medicine. Would you be willing to drink it in front of us? To prove that there is no risk?
This bullying is trying my patience. I'm beginning to suspect that you might be working for a rival.
You refuse to taste it?
You might have put something in it to cause me harm or further disgrace.
No, look. The vial is still sealed. It comes straight from your stock.
And you dare challenge me when you have just admitted to being a thief?
Come now. You can see for yourself that I'm gladly returning your vial, so that you might drink it in front of witnesses. This might help to dissipate my doubts, as well as those of these brave folk.
Yes, no, you don't have the right.
Damnation. He got away. He can't have gone far.
Find him before his head ends up on a spike.
Think back to the note that we found. We need to take a look at the tavern. He won't leave the city without his belongings.
I had the right tavern then. Okay, so instinct was correct. Good. There's a door here. Ah!
You again? What are you doing in my room?
I'm not the only one that has found you. Have you seen the mob that is gathering in the street?
I'm neither deaf nor blind. By the spheres. Why didn't I leave the city while there was still time?
The Alliance ambassador is quite unsettled by your commerce, and he is the one who sent me.
Sahin. Him again. Ruining my career wasn't enough for him. He's the very reason I had to leave the Alliance. And here I am, playing the part of the potion maker. Me, who was once a respected member of the Academy of Al-Sad.
Until I started experimenting on humans.
Are you not ashamed to have poisoned those poor souls?
These potions are not harmful. That is to say that they don't contain any harmful ingredients.
But you could just as easily produce real healing potions. So why don't you?
You don't understand. I fled. But I haven't put a stop to my own research. This potion is an attempt to create in those who drink it a resistance to the Malachor.
So you manipulate people to use as experimental fodder? That is completely unethical.
I don't have a choice, but it does not harm them, I assure you.
If this potion were inoffensive, then why wouldn't you drink it when I offered it to you?
I ran tests on myself for such a long time that I ended up becoming intolerant to it. A small sip of this mixture provokes in me now a violent reaction. The mob would have been furious in any case, but a normal dose, I assure you, is without risk.
Dr. Sahin warned me that you were an imposter.
That doesn't surprise me, coming from him. I was a master alchemist. I understand if you don't believe me after all that, but I have a number of documents to prove it. I would still be one if Sahin hadn't set off a chain of machinations to disgrace me.
Why does Sahin bear you such hatred?
I wasn't fortunate enough to oppose certain great minds of the Academy. To criticize their methodology. I saw them inflicting torture on sick prisoners, making them drink the most vile poisons. To find a remedy to the Malachor, they won't hesitate to kill. I could not keep my silence.
It is for an act of courage that you fell from grace and earned Sahin's hatred. Your methods don't seem so different than those of your colleagues.
I don't torture people. And this potion only has side effects in high doses.
Perhaps, but you're hurting innocents. I cannot let your commerce continue.
So, what are you going to do with me, sir?
Kill you!
I'm sorry, but I don't trust you. I'm going to deliver you to Dr. Sahin.
Sir, I beg you to spare me.
I've heard enough. You're under arrest.
How unjust.
How unjust. So... the document we found, right? It didn't have a name on it or anything. So he could be an accomplished alchemist or not. Ah, I could have fast traveled, huh? Innkeeper storeroom key. This is not a storeroom. This is someone's someone's room. Oops. Innkeeper storeroom key. What's that for? I mean, you know, I know that the key is for the storeroom of the innkeeper, but I'm not sure what the storeroom is for. And why I can pick it up. Take it. Take everything. Kitchen. Aha. Let's have a look. Service door. I wonder why I have access to all that. Maybe the...
Locked.
Whoops. Maybe the quest with the alchemist could have taken a different turn. Old warehouses. Is that a map back here? Where they are trying to find a cure. And this is the armory of the coin guard. Aha! I shall remember all that for the next 5 minutes. And then probably forget about it. Yes, everywhere. We're plagued by the plagues. This plague here makes you blind and look like you are a zombie, though. That's a bit different. Sahin?
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade.
Oh, thank you for saying that. He does say it with such, you know, vigor.
I tracked down your man near the coin guard barracks.
Finally. Did you capture him?
Let's just say I put an end to his activities. His reputation in Serene is forever tarnished. Matters turned out a little more complicated than anticipated.
A little.
He is hiding in a room in the Coin Guard Tavern.
Why didn't you have him arrested?
Angry citizens have gathered round the building. They have sworn to avenge themselves after discovering his fraud. I decided it better to avoid the mob. But if you wish to capture him alive, I advise you hurry.
Governor Buren will be happy to learn that a legate with great assiduity will soon be joining the island of Tir-Fredi. Thank you for your help, Excellency, and allow me to offer you this modest present for your voyage.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lord de Sade.
Okay, so trying to make allies work. We're leveled up as well. Yeah, Marquis. We're Lord. Marquis is our weird cousin. We are the Lord. And we found a bandit hat. Which is ugly. I'm not going to wear that. So. What else is new? No. Used to build or repair wood furniture. Ah. Cool. First skill point. Let's see. We have stasis and the shadow magic. This would allow us to set traps, but it costs 2 points. Okay, so the main skills, they all cost 2 points. We have the skill for one-handed heavy weapons. One-handed blades would require 2 points. Strong grip deals more damage. This increases the duration of stasis. This does increase the damage of our main attack. Combo speed increase. Greater loss of balance. Less cost. Which then unlocks lightning dash. Allows the use of an instantaneous dash when quickly dodging a second time. Okay. And this is a shadow burst. Very useful to turn the tide of a melee fight. Knocks back and deals magic damage to all enemies around the caster. Sounds awesome. Okay, which you can then increase in its potency. Allows the recovery of ingredients near the location of the explosion of set trap and fire throw. Ah, bombs. Bombs and stuff. Well, I'm gonna get some more damage for my magic attack. And I think I'll save up 2 points then for the ability to set traps. Because, you know, I kind of want Shadow Burst. And I want to be able to throw potions. It sounds like a good plan. The ultimate ability here, called Storm. I probably only have access to it if I go through both. Every 3 levels you can improve one of the 6 character attributes. For each level you earn, you can spend a point on the skill tree that contains minor skills and major skills. Yeah, okay. Experiment as you wish. See, we're gonna try to go for traps and shadow magic as a main build, and then we throw bombs at people because that's fun. Now we go to meet the religious fanatics in this game, or so we heard. The Theleme embassies over here. So they pray for help. Their pet bird flew away also.
Good day, Excellency.
Sir de Sardet, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I have come to inform you that my cousin Constantine and I are departing for Tirfredi on the hour.
Ah, yes. I did indeed hear talk that you had both received callings of greater stature. Allow me to congratulate you. Were you not named legate of the congregation?
You are correct, Excellency. I thank you.
It is a station of great honor that I am sure you will fill with brio and panache. The Mother Cardinal Cornelia will be enchanted to work with you, and your cousin in the future. I only regret that your departure is so sudden.
Really?
To be entirely honest with you, I was hoping to solicit your help in a rather delicate matter.
Tell me more about it, and perhaps I can take care of your problem before my departure.
Very well.
Heretics.
A small group of dangerous heretics has found refuge in Serene. We know that your uncle tolerates the presence of all pagans within the city walls. But these particular non-believers threaten the fragile harmony of this place. We would consider it a tremendous favor if you would arrest them and deliver them to our guard.
Heresy is not a crime in Serene. You do know that. But I'm sure my uncle would hear your arguments. Why call on my intervention?
The prince would indeed give us his blessing, but it would take time. Far too much time. For according to our sources, these fugitives have already made contact with a smuggler to take them who knows where.
I see. You're hoping that I'll be able to do something before they make it to an enemy city. If your heretics are planning on boarding a ship, then they must be in the dockyards. I'll look into this and see what I can do.
He does not set himself up as a nice guy in, you know, in need of help. Constantine. He's a constant teen. He does not grow up. It's not too hard to understand.
Could you tell me anything about Thélème?
It would be a pleasure. As you already know, our glorious nation is guided by our faith. We follow the teachings of Matthias, our founder and greatest prophet, and give thanks each day to the Luminous for having gifted us magic. The high dignitaries of Thélème are at the same time our spiritual guides, advocates, and grand mages.
I've heard say that dissensions have appeared recently in your nation.
Ah, you must certainly be speaking about the debates that have divided the Ordo Luminous and the more political orders. The Lord Luminous has an extremely pure vision of our faith and applies the words of our saint very strictly. But other, more open-minded factions exist within our nation.
Heretics.
They believe that a less rigid dialectic would attract souls more readily to our faith. But their differences are purely theoretical.
Yeah,
and
of
do not
course.
threaten the cohesion of our nation, I assure you.
Of course not. There's no danger of that.
What's your point of view on the relations between our two nations?
As ambassador of Thélème, I can only rejoice at the mention of our commercial treaties. We appreciate as well the welcome that your uncle gave to our missionaries. Thanks to your support, more and more believers wander your lands. The congregation is our most precious ally. To be perfectly honest, we have only two complaints. That heresy is tolerated, and that your treaties with the Bridge Alliance are maintained.
Oh, yeah, naturally.
How is Thélème faring on Tier
We built a marvelous city, San Matthias, on the western coast of the island. Did you know that certain historians believe that it might well have been the final resting place of our prophet?
Shocking.
Our missionaries there are a multitude. Not a day passes without new islanders joining our sacred faith. Of course, there are certain pockets of resistance. There is talk of a demonic cult, disgusting creatures. But I am confident that the Ordo Luminous will be able to put an end to these horrors. And we have tremendous hopes that the entire native population will join our ranks.
He's so full of shit.
How goes the conflict with the Bridge Alliance?
Your territory is, alas, the only one that has been spared from the ravages of war on the continent.
It has not.
We fight on every front. Without great success, one must say. But what other choice do we have?
Yeah, poor us.
These so-called savants not only refuse the light, but are determined in their fight against it.
And on Tier
To my knowledge, no one has yet seen any serious fighting. The Bridge have succeeded in provoking the natives there, and have their hands full keeping them at bay. Which leaves us greater latitude to settle peacefully and pursue our mission of conversion.
That's about it. Okay. Bye.
I must be going. Farewell, Excellency.
Right.
May the light guide you, Desade.
Get a haircut. So there are two factions here that we talk to. And and they are very, very opposite to one another. I mean, you know, as setups of factions go, that's how you do it. There's no room for middle ground. The middle ground currently is us, merchant nation of we're basically nearly done because of the plague and other things that wreck the continent. The merchant congregation is not doing too well. So this is New Serene is our new city. Hikmet is the Bridge Alliance new city, and San Matthias is the new city of the Kaleme people of Enlightenment. Right, and we know that our faction has founded the first town on this fabulous Tier for D place down here. We don't know the location of the other places yet. And I will investigate the heretics, but I will probably let them leave them be, because they are not trying to convince people to drink their potions. Near the docks somewhere. Find a smuggler. Oh yeah, we're supposed. Well, Kurt is supposed to find a smuggler. Let's find the heretics at the docks. Is Richelieu? Yes, kinda. It's kind of hard to dodge that with you know with the way this game is set up. The comparison is hard to dodge. All right. A poisoned alchemical mix. Would you look at that? Pirates! We have pirates! Oh, look at that in the distance there. Huge ship. Yeah, so far, really enjoy it. I'm taking my my time. So I'm talking to all the embassy people, and I'm investigating their side quests, and I'm having a stroll here and there. I think it's worth it to, you know, let it grow on you.
Lively there, lads and lasses! I promised the merchants and their prince we'd be off before the tide. You, man, carry that properly. That porcelain is worth more than your life.
Has been.
There are some children we'd been best to refuse.
Captain Vasco.
And you are?
I'm de Sardet, the prince's nephew. If all is in order, we will soon be embarking on your boat.
It's a ship, not a boat.
I'm
Apologies.
so sorry.
Apologies for my asking, but the young governor isn't with you.
He didn't come home this morning. I need to find him before departure.
I hope nothing's happened to him or he hasn't changed his mind. The tide does not wait.
Perhaps he simply celebrated his imminent departure with a little too much enthusiasm. Is everything ready?
We're short a crew member. The cabin boy is missing. But have no fear, we will leave without him if he does not present himself before the tide.
Is he an important member of the crew?
We don't need him for sailing or navigation. He's only a cabin boy.
He must have simply had a bit too much to drink in celebrating his departure. Like another I know.
I doubt that. Jonas was never one to fancy drink. And it's been 2 days since last he was seen. No, I fear something bad has happened to him. Might I ask you, if you hear anything, could you report it to me? I would like to set sail with a clear mind.
Well, I'm not reporting to you, but I can tell you about it.
You haven't heard anything about my cousin by chance, have you? To be honest, we were hoping to find him here.
Did you say he was intending on celebrating his departure? My men spoke of a rather animated party that went down at the Coin Tavern, but I haven't heard anything else.
That isn't the safest place in the city. I hope nothing has happened to him.
Let's go and find him. Thank you, Captain.
Happy to be of some help.
Okay. Oh yeah, this is what I want to know. It seems like a well-crafted world, absolutely. It's very different. The setting is quite unique. And I do also enjoy the voice acting a lot. And the fact that it makes sense to talk to the people. I mean, it's not... It's still a game, you know, and it has its limitations. But considering how other games fail at this basic level of taking you in for the adventure into a new world, it's pretty good as a start. It's pretty good as a start. As far as role-playing goes, the skill and attribute system is a simple one. The crafting and inventory system, or the equipment system, that seems to be a bit more involved, as well as the combat. If I go by the other Spiders games, the combat will be tough. And there's a reason there's a tactical pause. But I guess that on easy and normal you could play it as an action game with a few exceptions. Like you pause for a potion, or you pause for throwing a bomb or something. We'll see. We'll see. But I definitely like the world building they do. Like the detail on the characters. And not only the main characters. You know, there are more than 4 different versions of a dress for each person that are found in the city already, and that's a lot more than other games do. So the atmosphere and how the game presents itself is quite good.
Could you tell me a little about your guild?
We are masters of the oceans. Our ships can sail where no others dare.
Thanks to your magic, so I've heard. How do you become a Nord?
Our magic, yes, that only the Nords master. As for your question, any child born on one of our ships is seaborn. He is a Nord from birth. Others are sea-gifted, joining the Nords for different reasons, often from a young age. It's how the guild is made and maintains its numbers.
Could you tell me anything about our destination? The island of Tirfredi?
It is a magnificent place. Wild. Spared from your wars and your mines, for now. The natives have a relationship with their land and consider it sacred. They're a very friendly people, welcoming, that will appear to you strangely familiar. I've also heard that there are a great many exotic creatures, some enormous.
As big as a house.
What else to tell you. I've never strayed far from the ports.
Okay, cool.
What do you think of our port?
Are you referring to this one? It is the biggest high seas port on the continent. Thanks to your prince, even though it remains part of your city, it holds a particular status for us Nords. Certain zones are owned completely by us, and maritime law holds office. It's a good port. Were it not for the Malachor, it would be a pleasant place to dock.
For sure. So,
have you seen anyone wandering about? Suspicious looking. Maybe clandestine passengers.
Take a look around. There are far too many comings and goings to spot possible stowaways. As long as they don't try and get on my ship, I pay no attention to them. That said, we did catch ourselves a smuggler just a while ago.
A smuggler? Maybe he could be of some use. Where could I find him?
In the port jails, not far from the warehouses. May I ask you, why the sudden interest in smugglers and the odd stowaway?
Oh, well, you know, professional interest. So, he's going to bring us across the pond. He has an interest in keeping this city alive. He doesn't really care who the city belongs to, I guess, as long as the port's open. Which mission is the game referring to now?
Nothing to bother yourself about. I'm just curious.
You wouldn't, by the sheerest of coincidences, be on the trail of a couple of heretics, Your Excellency. The same a couple of the ambassadors of Theleme's men have been looking for nigh on 2 days.
And so you know about that?
Of course. The Cardinal's henchmen are hard to miss, even in a crowd. And they were making quite a fuss, hoping we would cave in and help them in their hunt. Feel free to carry out your own investigation, but you'll end up with the same answers. The port brigs, just like the warehouses, are property of the Nauts. No one else may enter.
Would you look at that? So we could interrogate the smuggler about the heretics. The cabin boy is none of our concern. I'll wait with this until after we
Be
have
back
some
soon,
more.
Captain.
Go
We
on.
need to have a word with that people smuggler the sailor mentioned.
He's
Yes.
a captain, Kurt, like yourself. And in order to interrogate the smuggler, we'll need to find a way into his jail.
We could talk to him from the outside. Well, I don't really want to bring current politics into looking at the game. And I'm not sure if they worded it like that. I think we can leave it at that. So, there's... the cabin boy's missing. So is our cousin. We need to move the merchandise. I'm not sure if the captain we just talked to is the one we should ask about that. That's why I held back. Let's have a look around the docks. That's a big place anyway. Right, we've got Mr. de Corsillon there. The storeroom. The villain's den. The harbour master's office. A warehouse. A prison. And undisclosed other things. Okay. So who might that person up there be? Hi.
But I still don't see Constantine at
Oh,
my side.
him.
I hope he
forgot
hasn't
his
been
name.
the victim of any foul play.
Don't worry.
The master.
We'll find him in time for departure.
I certainly hope so. Would you be in need of my help in any way?
What will be your official title on Tier Or are you just here to keep an eye on us?
Come now, don't be ridiculous. I'm coming in the capacity of official advisor, nothing more. But His Highness has also asked me to report to him on certain strategic observations.
Of
I
course.
am therefore required to take note of all events, chart the island and its resources, but also obtain as much knowledge as possible concerning the more dangerous creatures of the island. Your help will be extremely valuable to me. I've no longer the legs of an adventurer.
It's always a privilege to help, Master.
I should call him Spy Master by now.
I need to be leaving. I have quite a few things to do before we raise anchor.
Indeed. Right. So there's a villain's den in that direction, roughly. And a prison that we can't access, really. Zones controlled by other factions. This zone is under the control of another faction than yours. Certain places are forbidden for you. A costume, the torso of the faction, will allow you to trick the guards. You can also try a stealth approach, but if a guard spots you, it will result in a violent response and damage your reputation with this faction. Ooh. Okay. There's no on-screen indicator or on-map indicator that I'm in an area that is not for me. Right, I don't see any indication. So will they react violently?
Halt! The warehouse is off limits. Move along.
Did you hear the bell?
The bell? Of the port authorities?
Of course. We're not in Thélème, you know. You better get going. The harbour master is ringing it. All the Nauts must rendezvous at the port authority immediately. Must be something serious.
Damn, I didn't hear either. We're done for. Come on, we need to move fast.
Be off with you. I'll watch over the warehouse in your absence.
Oh, come on, that is ridiculous. Okay, so that would give me access to this warehouse. Yeah. So what's this warehouse all about? Can't open that. Yeah. Silver tongue. Success. Yeah, that was a bit of a cheesy thing, wasn't it? Oh, would you look at this? I don't have lockpicking one. Okay, that puts you up here. And then you can go down the ladder. Through this hole in the wall. So that's the other option to get in there. And then I can loot this. Interesting. I don't really want to ruin my reputation with them. But I like to look around here. We find some evidence on, well, the cabin boy and my cousin. And the heretics. So just walking around here is not doing anything bad. Currently. And then there's the situation with the prison, which we are not allowed to enter at all. But when we find the back entrance, it seems to be that you can always find an alternate route. Right? If the door's locked, you can talk to someone. If you can't talk to someone, you find a way around the locked door or something like that.
I've seen...
Are you the smuggler?
You snuck yourself in here just to ask me that question? If this is some sort of trick to get me to admit to some crime, you are truly twisted.
You can see for yourself that I'm no naught. Come now. Are you the one I'm looking for?
I'm already locked up. What more do I risk? Yes, I am a smuggler. But I'm not the only one in this city.
I'm searching for a couple fleeing to Thélème. They're trying to leave the city discreetly. Have they contacted you?
You certainly can't imagine I'm going to answer you without getting something in exchange. I don't really think of my clients as kin, but I'd never betray any of them for free.
A real saint you are. How about your freedom in exchange for your loyalty? Tell me where I can find them and I'll open this cage.
That works for me. Your two Thelemites are hidden in a warehouse behind this very prison. They must be waiting for me, but you might want to be quick about it. If the Nauts get their hands on them, they'll find themselves in this same cage.
Thank you.
Anytime. And these doors? You're gonna open them, right?
Yeah, I should. Because I need a smuggler later on. Do we have a key?
I don't have the key.
Correct. Disguise yourself as a Naut. I can't. Whoops.
To my help.
Yeah, okay. That. That door led to the wrong side. I should have known. Right, so I have no lock picking.
Come on now. Let me out. You promised. Please.
I don't have the key.
Yeah. I could find a key. That's the side. I don't have pickpocketing. So I can't make allies with that smuggler now. Whoops. Maybe I can find the key elsewhere.
To my help! And death to the others! Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Yeah, okay. They did not like that, I guess. If I go to my character screen, how bad is it now with announce? They are still suspicious of me. They are correct they're correct to be suspicious. That needs lock picking also. So they didn't have a key on them. That's a pity. And this is also not the warehouse where the people are hiding, is it? Behind this very prison, he said. What does it say here? Oh, it's the other one. It's the neighbor. One I was in already. Maybe they're invisible. Aha. Dudes?
Damnation. We've been found. I told you that the smuggler was not worthy of our trust.
The man to which you are referring was arrested and thrown into prison, but revealed to me your hiding place.
Oh, the traitor!
Have you come to deliver us to the Inquisition then? Please, please, have pity on our souls. We have committed no crime. We are not heretics. We are nothing more than historians.
In that case, why is the ambassador of Thélème so concerned about your teachings? Why is the Inquisition looking for you, and why are you hiding?
Our only error was wanting to publish our work.
It's true. We presented our research, but it didn't please the censor. And here you have the result.
We fled all the way to Serene, thinking we would be safe. But the Inquisition wants to silence us so badly that they followed us here.
No, I did not. I did murderize some aggressors of random description.
Tell me more about your research. What about it is so horrifying that it would provoke such a fuss?
Our work concerned the teachings of St. Lucius.
The disciple of Saint Matthias. The one who returned to Thélème after traveling with his master.
The very same. His writing was carefully preserved, but never seriously studied.
With the discovery of Teofredi, we thought it crucial to take a look at the original text. We wanted to verify if this island could have been the faraway place that he spoke of. The Eden of Saint Matthias.
And? What did you find?
Teofrodi is without any doubt the land that our Saint Matthias and his disciples went to. But the text that we discovered was radically different from what we expected to find.
In the original text, St. Lucius doesn't speak of an Eden, of the paradise of the illuminated. He speaks of a voice that came from the depths of the earth, which convinced St. Matthias to stay there.
It was written in black and white, and there is no doubt about it. The original was written in Lucius's own hand.
I understand now what that text has cost you. This voice from the depths sounds more the power of a demon than a saint.
The sacred texts are always difficult to interpret, but what is written is written.
What is written is written. That's correct. Okay.
Who were you hoping would give you asylum?
We were hoping to reach Al-Sad. The Inquisition won't chase us into the den of their enemies.
Our research won't interest the Bridge Alliance, or at least I doubt it. But at least we'll be safe.
By entering Al-Sad as clandestines, you risk being taken for spies.
That would be better than being burned at the stake.
Three.
Did you try speaking with the censors? You could forget what you have discovered, perhaps.
Oh, we have signed already an abjugation stating that we misunderstood the sacred texts of St. Lucius. We were even ready to say that we had never seen the true text, or anything else that would have pleased them.
It served no purpose. It's our lives they are after.
I see. Well, you have no other choice but to run and seek refuge in enemy territories.
I beg of you, please do not deliver us to them. Let us continue on this path.
I'm certainly not gonna arrest them. I'm not gonna give them to Al-Sadin either, because he's gonna use them.
I don't have the heart to deliver you to the Inquisition, but I cannot do much else to help you. Your smuggler is locked up. Maybe there are others in his band that can help you. Be careful and discreet, and you will survive.
Oh, thank you, sir. You are a just man. May the Illuminated protect you.
Thank you for having heard us and helped. You are truly full of kindness.
It's a demon. He's a demon. So, if I had been able to get the smuggler out, he could have helped them.
You have a kind heart, Greenblood. It'll be the end of you, but that doesn't bother me. I wouldn't have wanted those poor buggers to end up on a burning pyre.
No.
It would seem that I'm not the only one with a tender heart.
Ah, current. No, I'm not gonna go to the embassy yet. So there are guards, and they chose to ignore me. Which is a bit odd. With my current skill set, I can't really free the smuggler. So I might just be back later. But I need some food. So I'll grab a bit to eat, or a bite even, and then I'll be back in say half an hour, roughly, to spend the rest of the evening with this lovely game. I really enjoy it. So I'll be happy to play some more. And it's a tad confusing with you know, which area am I allowed to be in, which I'm not allowed to be in. I need to figure out how that works exactly. But yeah, we might find out later. So thanks for watching up to this point. Remember the boost challenge, but don't finish it before I'm back. No, I'm kidding. Just put all the points in that you can. 67% are already raised. 22 hours left. We should be able to crack that.